Welcome to Inside Bremerton. We're at our beautiful Lions Field and we're on Lebo Boulevard. We're here today to talk about the Lebo Road Improvement Project. Have you been down this way? I hope not, because there's a lot of traffic on this road and things are really happening. This project encompasses from Lower Wheaton Way to Sheridan Road on Lebo Boulevard. And here with me to share all the good news about this project is Project Manager Rick Zimburean. Welcome, Rick.
Thank you for having me.
Rick's worked for the city for quite a few years. He's done mostly your job is at the wastewater treatment plant,
Yes, ma'am.
Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
But now Rick is the project manager for this. And Rick, you must be doing a good job if they asked you to come over from wastewater to manage this project.
No, thank you. It is a privilege of mine to be the project manager for this. I was asked by the Public Works Director if I'd be willing to take this project on. The city engineering staff is shorthanded, and so he came over and talked to Pat Coxon and myself and asked if we'd be willing to do this. And City of Bremerton Public Works is a team.
That's
we all
right.
work together, we get everything done.
That's awesome.
So,
Rick, how long have you worked with the city?
I've worked with the city. I was hired January 2004.
Excellent. Great. Good. All right. So Rick, tell us what the scope, what is this project involved? Tell us what's happening.
The Lebo Boulevard Road Improvement Project is really a great project for the citizens and also for the community. Lebo and the park area here spans all the way from Sheridan all the way up past the Lent Landing, and a lot of the community here spends a lot of time down here. Softball fields, ball fields, just beautiful scenery to walk on. This neighborhood was originally put together in the early 40s by the federal government,
right,
during World War II to house workers and military people. The roadway was originally constructed of 10-inch thick by 10-foot slabs of concrete put down.
Yeah.
So over time, those are breaking up, they're starting to tear down, and it almost sounds like a railroad. Yeah, a railroad track. You do that well. So the goal here was to apply for grant funding through the Transportation Improvement Board, which we received. So the total on this project is going to be about $5.9 million to do this. In addition to the roadway improvements, we're putting a whole new stormwater system in with modular wetlands. And what that does for us is every fall, everywhere in Western Washington, when it starts to rain, that initial wash off of the streets still makes it to our rivers, our waterways, our creeks and streams. So by putting 13 modular wetlands in here, what that does is that filters and treats that runoff prior to getting into the Washington Narrows.
Wow, excellent.
Okay, so
really
it's fantastic from an environmental standpoint what we're doing here.
When you talked about a modular wetland, is that like a rain garden kind of concept?
Similar.
Good.
Similar.
Good.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right.
Helps filter the water then.
Yes, ma'am.
Great.
It does.
So new roadway, sidewalks.
Yes.
And shared path. Talk about
Yes.
shared path.
Okay. Shared path, what we're doing in addition to improving the road, we're improving the entire area for pedestrians, bicyclists, disabled.
Right.
All of that is coming into play. Right now, there are, in some areas, the sidewalk is as narrow as 3 feet. Okay? So with the new roadway on the water side, the south side, that is going to get a 10-foot shared path all the way from the boat launch down at Sheridan, all the way up to Lower Wheaton Way. What shared path means is, in addition to walking, people can ride their bicycles. So when couples are out with their kids and they have their children with them on their bikes and their big wheels and such, we don't have to have them out on the road next to traffic. Okay?
Yeah, great.
So that's the advantage of the shared path. And then on the north side, the sidewalks are going to go to 6 feet. And at every intersection are all going to be ADA compliant ramps at all 4 corners of the intersections.
Excellent.
This allows for our disabled residents to be able to come down and actually enjoy this. Right now, it is extremely difficult for them to get down here. It's very challenging and quite frankly, quite dangerous.
Yeah.
So upgrading this project is going to enable them to get out and enjoy the beautiful scenery and the beautiful parks that City of Bremerton provides for its residents.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely.
So it is almost a continuation of the Lower Wheaton project, meaning new roadway, new sidewalks, new lighting.
Yes, ma'am.
And
absolutely.
It'll be just absolutely beautiful and no more ba-bump, ba-bump, ba-bump.
No more ba-bump, ba-bump.
Rick, tell
All
us
right.
about the timeline. We started the beginning of May. When do we anticipate completion?
Okay, we did. We started this project. We broke ground beginning of May. The rubble-lizer is here right now. And the goal here is to have all what's referred to in projects as substantial completion. And we have defined substantial completion as the roadway, the curbs, gutters, and sidewalks.
Excellent.
What that means is if the weather moves in early this winter, the residents down here are not going to be dealing with mud or anything else.
Awesome.
Okay, so that will be completed before the rains come in. All right, and then we'll go ahead and get all the channelization, the striping, the lighting, all the landscaping. We had to take out 21 trees to move power to increase the sidewalks, but this project is planting 76 trees. And we're doing a lot of shrub work, we're putting irrigation in. So it's really just going to be a beautiful project. It's going to be fantastic for the residents down here.
Tremendous.
And, you know, Public Works as a team is coming together to pull this off and bring it to its final for
Really
the
cool.
citizens.
The most important thing we want to talk about is this rubble-lization because this is cool stuff. Tell us what this machine does and how much time it's saving the contractor.
Okay, so rubble-lization comes in many forms. What's referred to as an arrow hammer, which is a single one, multiple blow hammers, which is very violent. It would be okay to use out on highways and such, but with all the infrastructure, the gas lines, the sewer, the storm, the telecommunications, everything that's underneath the ground here is sensitive. And quite frankly, some of it is old. So we need to be careful. RMI, which has the machine that we're using here, which is a resonant beam rubble-lizer, the head on it is 10 inches wide and it only moves between 3/4 of an inch to 1.5 inches, depending upon the thickness of concrete. So right now we're moving the head's moving about 1 inch, but it's doing that at 44 times a second. So what that does is it fractures the concrete at a 22-degree angle, allowing for a rock-solid bed for the new road. Where that saves us is many faces. It saves us environmentally from having to take it and put it in a landfill. It saves us from cost because it would be a whole lot more to break it up and haul it off.
Right.
And it provides also, it saves us money in the fact that it provides a fantastic road bed for the new roadway to go on. Okay. It saves a lot of time. He started rubbleizing last Wednesday morning. He'll be done tomorrow afternoon. So literally less than 5 days work. The entire roadway, all 0.98 miles of it, is going to be rubbleized from curb to curb. Then the contractor will come in. They've already started putting in catch basins and new storm drains. Once all the underground work is complete, then they will transfer over to start doing curbs, gutters, and paving.
Tremendous. Tremendous. Rick, thanks for your work on this project and your leadership, because this is a huge deal. And if those of us that live around this neighborhood really realize how much we travel this road, we're retraining ourselves to go up Sheridan, take Lower Wheaton up to Sheridan and try to avoid this area. But by October, it's going to be beautiful, and it's really going to be another crown in our feather in our hat is how I should say it.
It is. It's going to be fantastic, and quite frankly, everybody on this team that's taking care of this. I mean, I'm the guy out front, but we have many city staff behind the scenes working on financing, payroll, paying the bills, accounting, documentation. We have 2 inspectors on site. Almost all times, the contractor's working 10-hour days. They're on site all day, observing what's being done, verifying correct materials, taking photographs, and documenting the whole project from start to finish.
Sounds like money well spent, Bremerton. Rick, we want to thank you for your leadership on this project, and most of all for really acclaiming the team, the Public Works team, because that's what it is. It's a team approach. Rick Zimburean, our project manager for the Lebo Boulevard Road Improvement Project. We're enjoying this beautiful weather. Thanks for joining us inside Bremerton. We'll see you next time.